YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Crypto J coming at you with another J Talks Crypto. If you're brand new to the channel, hit the sub and the bell notification. I do my best each and every day to give you guys the topics in cryptocurrency. And guys, we're gonna talk about it today. Time to join into the live chat because I didn't tell anybody that I was gonna be going live today. So we will give people time to join the live chat, even though I've been going live lately and it's been doing really bad. We'll kind of see how that goes and how long it takes people to get in. It's a live chat from to pile on in here, right? Yeah, we're gonna get started on all of it. We can answer any questions you guys have or anything you guys wanted to say. We can Sato. We can talk about that. There are some things that I would like to talk about that. You just want my honest opinions on everything. Definitely. Always try to give honest opinions, guys. Try not to I don't want to see anybody getting scammed or anything like that. So we'll check out, we're gonna check out some Toshi. We'll check it all out. Bought some Sato on Coinbase wallet. Nice. That's what's up, man. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the whole market today. We're gonna talk about everything. So we'll actually just start diving into it because it seems like people are just starting to get in. And then, yeah, we will go over Sato today and I'll show you a couple things. This coin market cap right here. This is kind of the website that I use to really track a lot of this stuff and whatnot. But I just want to preface this video also by letting you guys know this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just the homie about it all. As you guys can see, though, the total Bitcoin market cap coming in around $3 trillion, 56 on the greed index. And it looks like Bitcoin seeing a correction this weekend. We weren't able to hold that 96.5 range. So I'm a little bit concerned if we can. Oh, it looks like maybe we are trying to reclaim some of it, right? Maybe we can. Maybe we can see Bitcoin reclaim this 96.5, but now, I don't know. Looking just a little bit funky. It seems like the sentiments are kind of split. Of course, 82% of people still bullish on this. A lot of people feeling good on Bitcoin still. Let's check out some of these coins here. Let's see. Oh man, I've just been totally out of it, guys. Totally out of it lately. Trying to go. Yeah. Just yeah, exactly. Not the financial advisor, just the homie. Just the homie. So actually, we'll talk about Sato first while we wait for, I guess, people to come in. So this is a website that I use. It's called GMGN. And here, and I'm able to track contracts and wallet addresses and really see what's going on. And so I did look up Sato when you guys were mentioning it because so many people were mentioning this in my comment section, and I just want to kind of break this down and show you guys why I'm a little bit nervous of this. You guys can see this thing is getting close, and it's sitting at around 3.5 million market cap, which might seem pretty appealing. But the only thing that I'm really concerned about, is the holder count. The top 100 holders are holding 82% of the coin. So out of 324,000 people, the top 100 people are almost holding 90%. And we're seeing this thing kind of get manipulated by these guys. So the first thing that I would generally be checking in a contract like this too is like fresh wallets. So usually when these guys do stuff like this, they'll create like fresh wallets and then they will like move money all around. So it looks like there's no data that came back on fresh wallets on here. You could see all the KOLs also that have been well. So there are some, I don't know, maybe that's how you guys heard about this. Maybe they're in that top 100. I'm not really sure. Map is also looking like, and see where who's owning this money, right? So again, this pair right here is right contracts. This is the team also, so we're highlighting the team. This one is Uniswap, but just this cluster, in my opinion, owning 35%. I don't really like that. This cluster owns 4%. I don't like that. 5% in this cluster. It just seems like these guys have a lot of money all over the place, and it just seems like they're moving it around just a little bit too much for me. So again, I mean, it could be good, but also at the same time, I just feel like this distribution is bad, and the fact that it's so volatile just doesn't make me feel very good that these guys are not just dumping. You could see too, there's 4 snipers in this, and you could see this guy's transferred money, this guy's transferred money. These guys only sold part of their bags. These guys are still holding, they're still sniping this play. You could see that the total that they had at one point, the snipers had 50%, and then now they're starting to dump it. Do is they want to keep this holder count under 30% because that's how it will not flag. That's why there's no risk flags on this, because again, the top 10 are holding 30%. So what they do is they distribute it amongst the top, usually 100. And that's why, again, these guys are owning so much, in my opinion. They own 82%. And these other guys, like literally there's like over 300,000 people in this trade, and I just wouldn't understand why the top 100 would own so much of this supply. It's just a little bit too much for me. Let's see if we could track some of this other stuff too. We could see all the people also that are fishing this trade. If we just see all these people that are fishing, and some of these guys are up insanely big. Like, it's crazy. All these guys that are fishing are in the green right now. So, I mean, in my opinion, this is not really a project that I would really like very much, to be honest with you. It's definitely has a lot of concerns. You could see the dev wallet. Look, one of the devs is fishing. Like, why is the dev fishing? And then there are fresh wallets in here. These are all fresh wallets too. And then also I'd be paying attention. No calls. Okay. So one thing that I like now is that they're actually telling us who's promoting these things, like which calls are getting involved in these projects. And usually you'd be able to find that here, and you would be able to see all of their sell off and everything that they're doing. But yeah, I'm just a little bit cautious on Sato. Also, look, shoulder head shoulder playing out here, and this could be an indicator that this thing needs to see a big swing down. And if that happens, I mean, I don't know that can happen, right? If they own 90% of it, then they might not want to dump it. They might want to pump it, but in my opinion, I'm just a little bit cautious on old Sato there. We could talk about some other coins too, because I know you guys want that Toshi and you guys want that Bitcoin and all that good stuff. I only got 40. Yeah, it seems a little shady, right? Yeah, I'm always gonna give you guys a solid opinion. I'll give you guys my honest thing. You know, I would love to say that, you know, we found a good small cap gem, and I've seen a lot of people were looking into that. I'm not trying to flood up a community. I just don't want to see you guys lose money. You know, I mean, it's up to you if you're comfortable with 100 people. Maybe not the best move. Also want to look at Toshi too. I'm actually really concerned about the market, to be honest with you guys. I know that we do see some sell-off into the weekend, but I am definitely pretty concerned just because we have a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. And I'm just wondering if I've seen a uncertainty, right? Coming in at 167 million market cap, holder count coming in at 560,000 holders. And hopefully going to hold this bottom here. If we see 158, it's definitely more than likely that we will see a retest. Really not looking healthy right now, even though we're still in an uptrend on Bitcoin. It's not to say we can't turn it around and that next week can't be really bullish, but I just don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on. India-Pakistan war, a lot of crazy, crazy stuff going on. Talk about Mochi. Sure, let's talk about Mochi, right? We'll pull up Mochi on the these wallets are doing on Mochi as well. It's been a while since I've talked about Mochi, but let's see. So, all right, they're sniping it up over here, right? 18 snipers on this trade on Mochi. And look at these guys. This guy's holding, this guy sold part, this guy bought more. So they're definitely buying more. They're transferring money. 10 holders are holding 70% on Mochi. The top 100 are holding 42, which is not too crazy. But that's those snipers are really would want to check out this bubble map and see kind of. Oh my god. Yeah, so this is Mochi right here. This cluster is holding about 33%. I mean, if you're cool with that, there's gonna be bots. You can't escape the people that are sniping the trades. You can't really escape that. It's just a matter of what you're comfortable with having in your trade with you. But you could see that some of these guys are fishing. Some of them, they have not. Let me see. Some of these guys bounce. Like they're dumping right now. There's insiders on this. Not really. Fresh wallets. I don't see any 30 KOLs on this. This guy up disturbingly big. Like $50,000. How much did he buy in? Okay, so he put like 30. He put like 30 and then he already pocketed like 50. But he's fishing it. I don't know who this guy is. Amit. We can let's find. Let's go see who Amit is, right? Who's pushing this? Mochi, let's see. So this is Amit. I always see these NFT guys, man. It's always a guy with the NFT picture. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This guy's made about 50K, top 1% XP earners. This guy's probably promoting GMGN or something like some kind of platform like where he could snipe at. No, it doesn't seem like maybe not shady business because look, his win rate is only 33%. So maybe he just hit a home run and locked in some good profit on his Mochi trade and he was early on it. That might have been a good trade on his behalf. But yeah, that's the only thing with Mochi that I'd be paying attention to is just that distribution, the snipers in this trade. They're sniping it up, right? Back we could even track we can track some of this stuff by going to activity, and then we can go to whale activity, and then it should start showing us some of these transactions. Not really showing any of that either. Interesting. For the centuries. Hey, what's up? Would you say it's not a safe play then? I mean, it's really up to you guys, right? What you're comfortable with. Because again, you're not going to escape the snipers. You can't escape the bots. But if you're not this, something like this, I don't know, might not sit well with you, or maybe it's totally fine. It just seems like these to some of these top traders in this trade and kind of going into their wallets and seeing like for instance, like this guy that we just found, as a matter of fact, he might be a good person to track and see if he has any other wallets or anything going on his account, right? Let me see. We could pull him up on yeah, we'll check his Etherscan out. Oh, this is base chain, I'm sorry. So we're checking out his base wallet right now. We'll check out his base wallet and see if he has too many transactions. What I would be paying attention for this guy would be how much he's been moving, where he's been moving, and like is he moving stuff into other wallets that are in this trade. Those are all things that I'd be paying attention to. Seems like this is running a little bit slow here. Just give it a minute. But yeah, I mean he might not. He might be totally fine just because again, usually these guys that they're the ones pulling the, you know, this guy, I'm following him, he has 100% win rate, is that, you know, behind a sniper and you're kind of getting in. Ashton doesn't have 100% win rate. you really don't want to have anywhere near 100% win rate. It's really hard to find good wallets, to be honest with you, to copy trade. I would say a good win rate would be like anywhere from like find somebody that has 100% win rate. He provides support in Spanish. I don't, bro. My videos are just they're just dubbed. They're auto dubbed by YouTube, and I'm not even sure how good of a quality they do doing that. I have no idea. But yeah, that's just something that I'd be paying attention to. Again, I'm a little bit paying attention, just looking heavily volatile. We could check out any other trades you guys want to, and supporters, man. It's crazy. It's totally crazy, but we'll see. We'll see. The only one that speaks Colombian. Yeah, we're not going to Colombia anymore, guys. I'm not going to Colombia anymore. So that's another thing too. Maybe Philippines, but I don't think that Colombia is gonna be on the list of places to visit this cycle. Maybe another with my visa. These are really the things that I'm looking for on this Bitcoin dip because I feel like Bitcoin might start seeing some correction. I do think that there's a possible retest that's necessary of maybe like 88 still on Bitcoin. It could be a possibility. Or again, maybe we do break up out of this wedge and we start looking bullish and things start running again. But it's gonna be pal. Just honestly, bro, the seven I mean there's 7 people in here, so you can figure out why. But yeah, solid long play. It looks like it's starting to pick up a little bit, right? Maybe we can see the trend pick up the weekend. So again, a lot of sell-off generally into the weekend. We need Medellin party at 4 billion Toshi market. I believe it, man. I mean, that would be super bullish. That would be awesome to see Toshi hit 4 billion. I think that Bitcoin needs to turn up a little bit in order for us to be looking super solid on that. But I mean, maybe we do. Maybe we find some bounce off of 96. You know, we did break out of some key zones on Bitcoin already, but just seems like we're seeing a little bit of weekend sell off right now. We'll see though. We'll see. I'm definitely I'm not liking all the war that we're seeing. A lot of the time when we see a lot of conflict and stuff like that, it could be really tough. So many excuses. Jonathan, what's up, brother? What is up? Welcome to the live stream. We'll see. We're gonna see what happens on Bitcoin again. We're all the way to continue on. Again, nice bull flag possibly forming here, but again, we're on some key resistance right here. And if we reject, then I would be concerned of, again, another step down as CEO today at Berkshire Hathaway. And he also made a comment that it's not a bad time to be holding other currencies. So maybe that is a sign that he's bullish. Kramer says that we are probably going to be headed into a recession. Your test of 88K again. For what? We've done that 30 times already. Jonathan, I don't make the rules, brother. If you don't like the live stream, you ain't gotta kick it, homie. But let's see. As you guys could see, 82% of people still bullish on Bitcoin. So we will see. We will see. Somebody else. Oh, and on anonymous cryptos, privacy tokens by 2027. I don't know how you could ban a privacy token. I don't know how you can do that. Things like Monero and stuff like that are going to be very hard to ban. To ban something like Monero. I don't think that is actually going to happen. I don't think that's possible. I think they have a better chance of banning Bitcoin. But you should create a platform to trade, Jay. You mean like a GMGN type of platform? Maybe I would be interested in creating. At one point I was interested in creating a tool. A lot of people have asked me to create a crypto. I will never create a cryptocurrency because I don't want to see people. I want to see you guys win. So my thing has always been like, you know, create tools that'll help the space and stuff like that. You guys could see the altcoin season ticker though going up today, right? Interesting. Bitcoin dominance lowering. Maybe we'll start seeing some of these altcoins start to pick up in volume actually. Interesting, right? We do need Bitcoin's dominance to lower in order for us to start seeing that happen. Some of these coins too, past performance over the past 90 days. Interesting. Speaking of privacy, narrow right here up 25% in the past 90. Some of these coins, pretty interesting to see. Yeah, helium on here. I still mine helium. It's not making good money, but I mine it. Also, Sui. I'm still bullish on Sui. I think Sui could climb this chart right here. Fartcoin, look at Fartcoin, man. I told you this is my number one right here. Fartcoin is absolutely my number one pick for sure. For sure, I'm still super bullish on this coin. We're early on it. Talked about it at around 20 million. Still sitting at 1 billion. Has a lot of potential to it. But again, yikes! Are we forming a wedge here? This thing could see some correction if it does decide it wants to dump back down. Yeah, let's see some of these other coins. Bitcoin coming in at a 96 too. Are you a little bit of consolidation before we blow up? GN, I feel it. Yeah, I like it. I mean, honestly, dude, when I got started in crypto, there was no Binance Smart Chain. It was all Ethereum. Dex Tools was all Ethereum, and now they added so much to it. I did have a lot of ideas and stuff that I would have wanted to do if I was to create something similar to like Dex Tools or Dex Screener or something like that. But past all the things that I would have wanted to do, I wanted to create like something similar to this, but also have my YouTube content on here. So it'd be like just helping people trade and helping people learn about the charts and like learn about scams, how to do all that kind of stuff. But Dex Tools has kind of already done that with their Dex Tools Academy. They've really done it. People really don't even use this website to its full capacity. I feel like you got the multi chart right here. We could be monitoring like a bunch of these different trades at the same time. You know, you could put in Toshi over here. You could watch Solana. You could watch like up to 16 different charts, I think. This is something that I would have thought to do. And then also they got token creator on here. They got their live pairs. They talk about airdrops on here. They got their deck swap, and then they have like a little marketplace. I've never even seen this. It's like a little, I have no idea, but yeah, I want it to be something that was unique that has not already been thought of. And I just feel like everything's been thought of. So that's why I haven't built a tool yet or a anything like GMGN. In my opinion, these guys are doing a fantastic job. You can see GMGN has everything, or I mean, Ethereum. There was no Binance Smart Chain. There was no Solana. I was trading on Dex tools to begin with. So I think these guys are doing a pretty good job. I like what they're doing. I don't think I can compete, to be honest with you. Interesting. I don't know what celebrity coins are. Fun tokens, CTOs. Yeah, it seems like they just added a whole bunch of stuff. Meme fun on here. They're always adding new stuff on here, which is pretty like the way it's going. Yeah, we'll talk about some XRP. We'll give a good TA on the XRP. How about that? Good idea. Do you like XRP? It's definitely one of the blue chips that I'm looking to stock up on. So use some XRP. As you guys can see, XRP also seeing just a little bit of sell-off, not too volatile today. It seems like it's just kind of coasting, right? Coming in at 128 billion market cap. But again, one thing about XRP is that $2 I was telling you guys last time, you know, if we break below this $2, we could see a big sell-off. I actually thought that this sell-off would go all the way down to like 135, but we did catch some support at 175. So maybe if XRP does need to cool off and drop down to this $2 mark, that it will also see a retest of this 175. And then if it doesn't hold that range, then I would say 135. But again, maybe a wedge here. It's just kind of coasting sideways, which again is not really what I want to see. But XRP is definitely has the biggest community, has the most search volume of any cryptocurrency, more than Bitcoin actually. As a matter of fact, 88% of people bullish on this, 12% of people bearish. And usually these people are commenting every second, and it just seems like they're not 30, 40 minutes, but yeah, we'll see. It seems like a lot of people still bullish on XRP. I'm still bullish on it. It's still up, you know, 311% this year. Another thing we have to pay attention to also in terms of like has Bitcoin seen its top is the fact that Bitcoin has went from 15,000 all the way up to 1,000 since 2023, guys. It's kind of been an insane run up. So again, if Bitcoin does need to see a retest of some serious lows, then it could possibly happen. But again, I don't know that the best time to be even talking about a correction is on the weekend because again, we see a sell-off usually going into the weekend. So just kind of hard to say. Some people, it seems like the majority of people again are still bullish on the Bitcoin pump. Altcoin index today from 18 to 26. That's true too, right? The index just jumped up. We just talked about that. The fact that the altcoin season chart is going up. So again, that might be an indicator that Bitcoin dominance lowering and that we're going to start seeing some of this stuff start to go up, which would be pretty interesting to see. As well as the dollar's going down too, and gold is going up as well. So that could be bullish for Bitcoin. I don't know. I'm just a little bit speculative right now. I'm a little bit speculative. There's just a little bit too much price manipulation going on. So hopefully these cycles are going to be the same as last cycles. Again, a lot of war, also a lot of X factors that are going on. So all things that I'm paying attention to on this dip. Anybody else want to check any coins out? Why don't you create a crypto with utility? I don't want to create a crypto because and again, I could have created a crypto a long time ago, right? Years ago. I was literally the first meme coin channel. If I wanted to create a crypto, I could have done it when SHIB was big, and I was like the #1 person for SHIB. I could have done that. I didn't want to do it then either because I don't want to screw over you guys. I don't want it to be like a PvP thing for my followers. And again, people would lose. I would lose credibility behind that. It would damage my reputation. And I wouldn't like to do that. That's why I always believe, in the gold rush, the people that made the most money were the people that were selling the shovels. I'd be more interested in to be able to benefit backlash behind that. So that's why I haven't started crypto, and that's why I'll never ever create a crypto ever. And if you ever hear of a crypto J token, it is not me, it is a fake. So yeah, I will not be creating any coins in the future. Definitely have made that very clear over the years that there will never be a crypto J token. Even though some people have tried to create cryptos and put my name on it, I really don't appreciate that. Again, it does damage my brand and my channel. But you're going to get imposters. You're going to get people creating scam coins with your name on it. It's part of the game. So if you guys do ever see a crypto J token again, just don't buy that. And yeah, it's probably not going to be a good one. But again, I show you guys how to check these contracts because I don't want you guys to get wrecked. So hopefully, if there is a crypto J token, you at least check the contract on it if it's something that you want to buy. But just know that I have nothing to do with that. I would not be buying it. And I'm 100% against somebody starting a token and putting my name on it altogether. And I had a good friend of mine actually who I introduced to crypto, who he said that he was going to create a crypto and put my name on it, and I had to block him and kind of just cut him off because I just thought that that was really crappy. But if you see a good project, would you publicize it or not? So again, I'm not into making a coin, but when I do find coins that I like, I do talk about them. I like coins that are blue chips for utility right now. I think there's a lot of great projects out there right now that have a lot of upside that are already established. And again, I really like Sui. I wouldn't think that now Ethereum, things like Solana. I really like Sui. Sui's pretty cheap right now too. Sui's probably my #1 in terms of early blockchains that I feel like is pretty early. I'm not too big on Cardano. I was early on Cardano. This was one of the early coins that I made money on. I got Cardano around like 2-3 cents, and then I sold it at like 50 cents, and then also Polkadot too. I got that at like $3, something like that. It went to like $20, and look at it now. It's back at 4, right? I don't know what's gonna happen to Polkadot actually in the future. They just don't have enough built on Polkadot. They had like refinance and all that stuff, but it really didn't perform well. So I don't know. I don't know about Polkadot. I think this is probably not gonna perform too hot. It seems like, oh yeah, look, shoulder, head, shoulder. This could actually have a big dump down to some lows, low ranges over here on Polkadot. Yikes. And look at this chart. I mean, I really got in early. I got in when Polkadot just launched, and then back in 2020, and that was the how that performed. That was what got me into altcoins. Before I got into the meme stuff, I was trading blue chips. Some of you guys got nothing but meme coins right now, and I think that that's not a good idea. Over leveraged into meme coins that you feel like are going to do well, because again, there's a lot of blockchains and a lot of cryptocurrencies that can perform pretty nicely, and that I would be long on for the next like 5 to 10 years. So I think that this space is really undervalued at around 2.9 trillion. I think that this space can really grow to be big. And if you think that too, then again, you should be investing in blue chips and not in so hard into meme coins and the stuff like that. There is a time for that, but in my opinion, it's just not quite time for meme coins and poo coins. Definitely not investing in anything on Solana right now, to be quite frank with you guys. I do not like, I know that there will be coins that will do well, but I'm just starting to see Solana a lot more like I was viewing Binance. You know, the BNB chain was like the big thing, and then every project was a scam. The biggest projects that was built on Binance still to this day turned out to be a scam, which is SafeMoon. There's been no coin that has caught up to SafeMoon in market cap on the Binance Smart Chain, and to me, that's really embarrassing for CZ. But CZ loves Smart Chain, and Binance is still coming in the top 10. So we'll see if that will continue to hold. Binance, as a matter of fact, coming in the top 5. See if Solana will flip Binance, right? It's coming pretty close right now, which will actually, I think, be a first time if Solana is able to actually flip Binance. But is the scams that are going on Solana, I do think that people will get tired of it. That's another reason why I'm bullish on Toshi coin and bullish on base and stuff like that. Thoughts on a Bitcoin crash? I was kind of saying that too. I do think that there is a chance of a Bitcoin crash. We were talking about it in my Telegram yesterday, as a matter of fact. And shout out to Zay. I don't know if Zay's in here, but Zay in Telegram, that guy is a genius in that Telegram. I mean, you guys follow me and you think I give a decent TA. We got some amazing people in the Telegram as well. And Zay was already saying that maybe it's a possibility that we might see a Bitcoin dead cat bounce and that we have already topped out. And he was one of the people that was saying that early. And I was one of the people that was saying, you know, maybe I don't think that that's a possibility. I think that, again, we still have some life left in this cycle. I do think that we have some life left in this on Toshi. I still am bullish on Toshi. Again, I do think that Toshi will perform well. I'm not saying that it won't. I'm still long throw shade or fade the project. I think that Toshi will do really well. Bitcoin does need to see a little bit of a retest. Maybe we'll see some retests on Toshi, but overall, I feel better dollar cost averaging in Toshi than right now, to be honest with you. I'm looking for good things on base. I'm looking for good things on Pulse chain also is another big chain that I'd be paying attention to, and Sui. In my opinion, those chains are all three chains that I would be looking for that next big project on. I don't think I'm going to be looking on Solana just because, again, there's a new poop, a little bit bearish. I might be a little bit bearish on Solana for the rest of this cycle. Solana yet. Solana was also at around $12 at the beginning of the cycle, and it shot all the way up to $250. So that's another thing. I remember I was on a cruise actually, and I bought like a decent amount of Solana, and then I sold it. But yeah, this thing looking kind of funky too, right? Solana looking like it might see a correction. It's hard to say, right? Would I even be taking out a short? Probably. I feel like the day to take out the short was already on like the past couple of days ago, but oh, look at this, man. Those lower ranges. I was hoping we could see some kind of a wedge forming here and a breakup, but look how many times we've done that, and it's just been not successful. Like we go down, then again, look, create a wedge here, and now are we going to reject off this? If we reject off this, man, ETH is going to drop down to here, and then like this lower 18 range, and then it could really capitulate down to like the low sevens. If that's the case, we could see a big swing in the market. It might be pretty bearish in my opinion, but we'll see what'll happen on that. I don't know. It might be a little bit too soon to say, guys. Maybe too soon to say, but yeah. Any other questions on any other coins? If not, guys, we might just cut the live here. It's about 40 minutes into a live stream. So yeah. Any questions? If no questions, seems like we're already starting to drop out of here. Appreciate you guys. 19 of you this time. Last time 5 of you guys. So I appreciate all you guys that showed up. Thank you so much. I'll probably be making some more content today and putting it out. And yeah, catch you guys next one. Peace.